19 Nocturne Boulevard.
Nocturne Boulevard? Not far. When you hit Howard, hang a right. Howard meets Phillip at a weird kind of angle. Then you cross James and Poe. You can't miss Nocturne. It's just past the Automatic.
19 Nocturne Boulevard. Your address for suspenseful stories of the speculative, strange, and supernatural.
Tonight's episode is Duplicity, inspired by a story by O. Henry. Yes? This is 19 Nocturne Boulevard. Won't you step inside? Did you have any trouble finding it? What do you mean, what kind of a place is it? Why, it's a quaint old boarding hotel on a teensy out-of-the-way unfashionable space platform of the classic sci-fi type. Can't you tell?
Anthony, so pleased to see you. Come right in.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Have a seat. Gamamoo? Gamamoo? Where is that robot?
Oh, Father, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you. Gamamoo is in the shop.
That's preposterous. Back in my day, they built robots to last.
Gamamoo is getting on in years, just as you are, Father. It should be back in working order in a couple of days. I think I smell something burning.
If you will excuse me, Anthony, I shall have to go and fetch the drinks tray myself.
Oh, please don't bother yourself, Governor. I'm happy to do that.
You are a guest in my house, young man.
And I'm quite used to having to look after myself. Besides, I'm sure Lydia has everything ready. It won't take any effort at all on my part.
She's a good girl. Too bad she never married.
Yes. Lydia?
Oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, Mr. Hargraves, what makes you think something's wrong?
Lydia, if there's one thing any actor worth his salt learns before anything else, it's how to tell when someone is lying.
It's not your problem.
Will you let me help? Is it something about Gamamoo? I mean, I know you've had that robot for years.
I pawned it.
What?
It's not broken, and it's not coming back. We needed the money.
But your father's estates.
Venus is in a recession, and the incomes simply can't keep up with the cost of living. Space station habitats are so expensive.
You could go back to a surface home.
Huh. No place will have Father even now. We're just lucky that here, in a place so mercenary, no one cares about what he did anymore. If they ever did.
He was never prosecuted.
He didn't do anything worse than any other territorial governor. He was made an example of. And being Father, he refused to unbend and let some PR firm mend his reputation. He truly believes he was, and always has been, in the right.
The Venusians see it differently.
Ah, yes. Take their side.
I'm not. Once you've played both the good and the bad enough times, you start to see things from everyone's side. You simply can't help yourself.
Here. Father will be wondering where you got to.
Lydia...
Mr. Hargraves.
How much?
What?
How much did you get for Gamamoo?
Turns out the old Moo line are classics. Collectible. They gave me 200 credits. Would have been more, but I refused to sell it outright. Yet.
You have hope of getting some money before the time is up.
Hope is what we live on. And memories.
Right.
Lydia?
She, wanted to freshen up.
Oh, put herself back together, as she says. As often as she needs to do that, you'd think the girl was as badly in need of replacement parts as our poor servo robot. More likely, she just wants to leave you on your own to put up with my storytelling.
Sir,
No. Until we made your acquaintance, young man, there was no one to tell my stories to but my poor dear Lydia. And saint that she is, she put up with it.
Sir.
That girl should have married and left the nest 20 years ago. But after all that happened...
Why don't you make us your famous Venusian aperitif, sir?
Huh? Oh, yes. I was about to do that, wasn't I?
No one makes them like you do, sir.
Of course not. I invented the drink. Everyone nowadays makes these with an extract of Venusian basil, or God forbid, synthetic. But I must have the real thing or nothing. Lydia somehow always manages to have a pinch or two ready for me, no matter what.
She is very concerned about your comfort. Shows a great deal of character.
What is it you actors say? As if on cue? My dear, will you join us?
I already have a drink of my own, but I might stay and keep you gentlemen company for a little while.
Certainly.
Capital. I shall make us just the two, then.
As many times as you've treated me to these, I should definitely reciprocate.
Nonsense.
Or at least bring you some of the basil.
No. Hospitality is what you give freely, with no thought of reciprocation. Otherwise it becomes merely commerce.
I see.
You said you had a new show going up soon, Anthony.
Oh, yes.
And what are you playing this week?
Guess. But I warn you, it has more than 4 limbs.
You and your alien roles. Is it just the one extra like the Venusians, or the full complement of a Martian?
Actually, this time I'm from Pluto.
Plutonians? But they never come this close to the sun.
Artistic license. The story is a murder mystery set at a diplomatic event near the asteroid belts.
What will they come up with next?
I can understand why you have to double for a Plutonian, but why not get real Martians to play Martians and real Venusians to play Venusians?
Martians don't like being too close to humans. They say we smell unpleasant. For moving pictures, you can still shoot scenes in pieces and clip them together, but in stage work, it doesn't go at all.
And all the extra body mass?
Elementary rotoscoping replacement on film, padding and exoskeleton on stage, simple servo-mechanical movements, and of course the voice changer.
Wonder of wonders.
And most people have only seen them, either Venusians or Martians, on screen.
But isn't that expensive?
Well, if all else fails, if there's just the one extra arm, you stick it in a sling and pretend it's broken.
That's just what I like to hear, my dear.
The problem with using real Venusians in any kind of show, well, their artistic culture is one of unfettered improvisation and sudden impulse. They don't really adjust to the concept of scripted material. They've only dealt with a written language for a very short time.
That was one of the reasons for such a debate about accepting them as a truly sentient and evolved species.
Yes?
Having some form of recordation of history and science, we don't include fiction as being necessary for sentience, you understand?
A lot of people don't.
Well, you see, as they had no recording system that we could fathom, it was hard to be entirely certain they weren't simply bright, imitative animals.
Which was why you were put in charge of the planet.
I ran a tight ship and made that planet one of the most profitable in the entire solar system. Where's young Anthony got to? I haven't seen him in weeks.
He's been filming again, Papa. And he's not precisely young. He's my age.
Yes, I have been meaning to talk to you about that. You could do worse than that, young fellow.
Papa!
Actor or not, he's a fine young man. Knows how to treat his elders properly. Shows respect. Like him.
Father, I am hardly young either.
Precisely. Should have married and left the nest a donkey's years back.
I can't leave you alone, Papa. At least not until they fix the robot.
You mean at least not until I have gone on to a better place, don't you?
Papa!
I am old, my child, and I realize that there will come an end. Not today or tomorrow, but I don't want to see you spending your time in regrets because you clung to this sinking spar when you could have taken off in a lifeboat.
I'm sure Anthony will come back and visit again soon.
What was it you said he was doing?
Filming, Papa. He said he'd be gone for a month while they made a movie.
Will we be able to see it?
If it broadcasts on one of the stations we can receive.
Used to be more channels. I swear I recall that...
Yes, Papa. There were, but most of them have become so violent and unpleasant. I cancelled them.
Oh, you are such a sensitive young lady.
Yes. Huh? Who is it?
Me. I mean, Mr. Hargraves. I just got back and I have a copy of my new film. I thought I might bring it over and show it to you. To the both of you.
You can't come in now. Neither of us is prepared to see company. You know how Papa insists on being in full governor regalia to entertain.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I only wanted to surprise you.
Surprise us again in an hour, if you please.
Anything to oblige a lady.
Oh, goodness. How will I ever get the cleaning finished? Papa, you might wish to prepare yourself for company.
What was this movie about?
You'll just have to see. I think you'll like it.
Oh my, the old place.
They found some cracking stock footage.
Can you make it a bit bigger? My eyes aren't what they once were.
Absolutely, sir. I want you to be able to see this.
Many people think they know about the early days of the Venus colony, but all they really know is the rumors.
What?
Oh, no.
Shh. This is the good part.
Hospitality is what you give freely, with no thought of reciprocation. Otherwise it becomes merely commerce.
What have you done?
Sir?
I invented this drink, you know.
Get out!
You don't understand. All I wanted to do was show the reality under all the terrible stories that people bandied about. Show the humanity.
Get out!
You had better go.
At least let me reward you for the help you gave me, even though you didn't know you were doing it.
Are you insinuating you will pay me for this impersonation? For stealing my entire...
Shh, shh, Father. Mr. Hargraves, you are no longer welcome in this house. Leave.
This lampoon?
Lydia,
Don't.
I thought this would be a way to help you. Both of you.
Help? By driving Papa into a veritable fit? Go.
Lydia?
Yes, Papa?
Lydia, hasn't young Anthony visited?
No, Papa. He's been away for the last week, filming.
Again? Did we see his last film?
Yes, Papa. It was very nice.
Good, good. He's a nice young man. You could do worse.
I know, Papa.
Who's there?
I'll go and see.
Are we expecting someone? Is that why I'm in my uniform?
I just thought it might make you feel better. Hello?
Greetings. Is this the living place of previous Governor Pendleton?
Oh, what now? Yes, this is the place you are looking for.
Is the previous governor available? This one would like to speak with him.
He's not feeling well today.
Lydia, is that a Venusian voice? How interesting. Let's see what the green fellow has to say for himself, eh?
Yes, Papa. Please come in. Papa, you don't have to.
Nonsense. It's only common courtesy to meet a guest on your feet. Greetings. May I say what occasions this visit? You are very far from your home world.
Many years have passed, previous governor, and yet you have not changed so much. Do you not recall Mac Back? This one was an aide in the mansion.
Oh.
Oh, my stars, yes, oh, Macpac. I never thought to see anyone from those days again. Why don't you,
Would you like a bench to accommodate your form?
This one would be most grateful.
Would you be a dear and bring us some refreshment, Lydia?
Certainly.
Now that we're alone, what is it that brought you here?
This one has come to repay a debt, previous governor.
A debt? I cannot think of anything.
When your office made your departure, you gifted Mac Back with a number of items.
Oh, yes, I seem to remember.
Among those was a vehicle, given as you could not transport it off-planet.
Yes, now I recall. I apologize for my forgetfulness, but it has been a very long time.
This visit is to repay that gift.
Repay?
The previous governor said at the time that if a gift was unacceptable, the vehicle could be considered a loan to be repaid at a later date. Many years have passed, for the previous governor's location is not easily uncovered.
And you came all this way to pay me for my old hovercar?
The vehicle became the center of a profitable business transporting visiting dignitaries. After some years, more vehicles, more transportation. Macback has become very comfortable, as you say, and it came upon this one a desire to travel. Travel without purpose is enjoyable, but achieving a goal is more so.
Well, you have come a long way to pay back such a slight debt. The car couldn't have been worth more than 100 credits.
Considered as a loan or even an investment in the business of Macback, this 100 credits has grown like a precocious fern monkey over the past many years.
How much?
Do not be crude, dear. Never mind the amount. It's the thought that is important. Whatever you feel is necessary to pay Macback will be more than enough.
This one has had the tabulations done, and this is the amount, which is correct.
Oh!
But Macback...
1,000 credits.
But surely you...
Macback does not take charity. This one must even all debts before end life comes, or debts will follow to the next world.
Oh, yes. We are all getting a bit old, are we not?
Father!
Indeed. Old times become very close when one approaches the fading of the light.
Lydia, why don't you go and do something for yourself and leave us old fellows to talk? I'm quite certain that we shall bore you to tears with our stuffy old stories. Eh, Macback?
Father, what will I...
Lydia, I'm so sorry I'm late. I didn't get here until Wednesday, and I couldn't get any transport.
You're here? Even after Father drove you out?
I can't begrudge him his pride. I just hope that he might have forgiven me there at the end.
I think... I'm sure he forgot the entire incident.
Forgot, yes.
He would have forgiven you, though. Father was never a vindictive man.
You at least know I never meant the play as any kind of insult.
I guess. I never got to see more than that opening. He was so furious.
But you will forgive me, won't you? I would be mortified if we couldn't get past this.
I can't stay mad at you. And I certainly don't have so many friends that I can throw one away over such a trifle.
Good.
And from the little I did see...
Yes?
Oh, just that you did a very good... You did the acting very well.
Well, I'm glad you didn't hate it.
Of course I didn't. Don't tease so.
I promise. Well, at least he had some good days there at the end. And you look like things are going a little better. Was that Gamma Moo I saw standing by the casket?
Yes. We were very lucky. Father came into some unexpected money.
I know.
What? How did you hear?
You really didn't know?
You paid that Venusian.
Oh, you really underestimate me, Lydia. Didn't you believe me when I said I do
Very well in alien roles.
Now that you know how to find us, don't be a stranger. We've got enough of those already. Tonight's episode, Duplicity, was adapted loosely by Julie Hoverson from the story The Duplicity of Hargraves by O. Henry. In tonight's episode, Governor Pendleton was Dave Marshall, Lydia was Don Harvey, and Anthony was Charles Austin Miller. Cover art was also by Charles Austin Miller. Music for this episode was by Enox and is used under a Creative Commons license. Sound and mastering was done by Julie Hoverson. Opening theme was by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. The opening credits featured Cole Hornaday, Renaud LaBeouf, and Julie Hoverson. Sound effects may have come from Soundsnap.com, Sonomic.com, StockMusic.com, OneSoundFX.com, SoundEffectsForFree.com, and through the Footage Firm and Blastwave FX. Any other effects are used under a royalty-free license. All persons, places, and events in the story were fictitious or used in a fictitious manner and are not meant to reflect any persons, places, or things, living, dead, or undead. Questions? Comments? We would love to hear from you. Contact us at 19nocturne@live.com. Check out our website at www.19nocturneboulevard.com and like us on Facebook. We actually reply. This presentation, as well as the scripts and characters therein, is copyright 2013 to Julie Hoverson and Reality Productions and is released under a Creative Commons 3.0 Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives license. Spread the show around, but don't try to make money off it.
This 100 credits has grown like a precocious fern monkey. A precocious fern monkey.